Hey friends, welcome to Aunt Sandy's Kitchen. Today we are going to be making a holiday classic, 14 Carat Cake. That was my mother-in-law's recipe. She made it for years and years. I've still got the handwritten recipe that she wrote out when I first came into this family. And it is so good and moist, delicious. It has a cream cheese frosting on top. So let's get started. We're going to cream the sugar. And 4 eggs. We're going to beat them. I'm going to put that in there. And with that, we're going to sift our flour. This is plain flour. And then we got cinnamon, salt, soda, baking powder, and this. And we're going to throw that in there. And we're going to sift it. See, that's why you sift it. See those little particles in there? See them? Even it was a brand new bag of flour, it still had little things in it. Okay, we're going to put oil. We're going to mix that. We're going to add the flour mixture. Put it on low. I've already greased and floured my cake pans. It's 2 9-inch. Gonna scrape it down. Make sure it's good and stirred. A little more. I've got my pineapple, my coconut, my nuts, and my grated carrots. You just got 2 cups of grated carrots here. I've just grated mine with a a box grater. You can do it in a food processor. We're going to put in the carrots. Got the carrots, and then we got the 8 ounce of pineapple. Back in the day, you could buy a can of coconut, but now I haven't seen that in years, so I had to buy the bag. But 3.5 ounces of coconut goes in there. And stir it around a little bit, mix it. And then we're going to add a cup of chopped pecans. Mix that. See, it hardly takes any time to make it after you get it all, you know, grated and chopped up. Okay. I've got my oven to 350. Preheated. We're going to take our pans. See, I put Crisco, and then I dusted flour in this so it won't stick. So we're going to make sure it's all, see how it's supposed to look? You can see that. All that goodness. Whew. Now if you're using an 8 by 10, not 8 inch, you'll have to use three of them. So let's get it. It's a very dense cake. I haven't made this cake in probably 6 years since I was in the hospital. But I used to make it regular during holidays. Let's get it on a flat surface so we can make sure it's same thing. Put a little bit more in this one. Okay. Let's hit it on the cabinet for good luck. No, it gets the air bubbles out. We'll put it in our oven. And we're going to bake it between 30 and 40 minutes. I would check it at 30, see how it's doing, and go from there. We've got the cake out of the oven. It took 40 minutes to bake. You just have to check it. Each oven's different. And I've let it cool for about 30 minutes or so. And I flipped them over and kind of crumbly. But they have to be completely cool or your icing is going to run like the river of the Nile. So I've got 1 stick of butter, and all this has to be room temperature or it will lump. This is room temperature, real good. It's 1 stick of butter. I've got 1 block of cream cheese that I'm going to put in there. And we're going to whip it. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract in there. We're going to mix it. I have 1 box, 16 ounces of powdered sugar. I'm going to pour that in there. Slowly. Okay, we're going to whip it. We'll see how thick it is real quick. Okay. It looks like that it was spread, but if yours is too thick, then you can add a little bit of milk to it. My icing or frosting is done, and we're going to get the cake. Be very gentle with it. See how flat it is there? I'm just gonna push the icing to the side. Just push it to the edge. Get you a thin layer. Okay. Now we're going to do the next one. See how flat it is? Kind of push it down a little bit. I'm going to do the top and the sides. If you want to get fancy with those dollops and all that stuff, you might want to double your icing recipe. Just bring it down there. Just ice it like you usually do a cake. If your icing is too not stiff enough, you can always put it in the refrigerator for a little, just, a few minutes. you want to, you can make some little waves. Kind of make it homemade looking. You just take your knife and do it like that. You paper towel and kind of clean your side of your cake pan like this. Or you can do it with a wet towel. Now you can fancy it up. You can crush up some pecans and put it on the side, or you can sprinkle it on the top. But usually I just take whole pecans and put them around the top of the cake. I'm just going to do this. And you put one in the top. Now, how's that look? Now, here is 14 carat cake. Homemade with cream cheese frosting. Everybody's gonna love it if you like carrot cake. So I hope you try it. Down in the comments, let me know what your favorite cake is. I hope it's carrot. Also in the description, there will be a recipe and a link to my website to download a printable recipe. There is a link in the description to check out my Etsy store for Aunt Sandy's Kitchen merchandise. Thank you for watching my videos, and as always, God bless.